everyone. I am so pleased that you have joined us this evening, and I am so glad that the participants in the program are still bright-eyed after 2 very busy days of program. Every once in a while, and I have to say it's rare, you meet someone who is so incredibly gifted in so many ways, and our masterclass presenter this evening is one of those people. He's an extraordinary pianist. He was Collaborative Pianist of the Year from Musical America. He's an exquisite musician. He conducts, he speaks languages, and he has played for most of the famous singers in the world. And he's a wonderful teacher. I can't say enough about this man. Um, and another thing that's super important to me is that he's also a good friend, and it is my honor to know him. And it is even more my honor to present this evening the amazing Warren Jones in class for us. So
thanks very much. Thank you, Susan. Thanks very much. I appreciate the invitation to be here, and it's great to see all of your faces, even if it is on Zoom. You know, we're all veterans of Zoom at this point. So, can I, if I may, just give you a couple of pointers about a class with me. First off, I'm not used to this type of class where people are going to sing with tracks. So, we'll see how that works. And if I say something that you are particularly interested in, or that you want a little bit more explanation about or something, please stick up your hand or use the hand raise function, you know, down at the bottom or whatever, and let's talk about it. Because believe me, if you ever start teaching, you are going to see that as a teacher, you actually learn more than the students do, which is a nice thing, because at this point you get paid to learn, and so it's a good thing. It's always a good thing. But so I'm here to learn as well as all of y'all, and so let's get started with, I think we have, do you say Alina?
Elena.
Elena,
Yes.
okay, Elena. And your last name is Saliba?
Yes.
Very good. Well, Elena, so you're gonna sing the Bye Bye aria from Manon, where she says goodbye to a table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a very interesting concept, that one is. So
Yes,
let's see, where are you gonna start from J'entends cette voix qui m'entraîne? Are you gonna start back there?
I was going to start at Allons, il le faut pour lui-même.
Great. Okay, from the E flat major. Okay, great.
Yes.
Well, let's see what you do.
Okay, great. Allons, il le faut pour lui-même, mon pauvre chevalier. Oui, c'est lui que j'aime, et pourtant je sais aujourd'hui qui nourrit des souvent. Adieu, adieu, notre petite table, si grande pour nous cependant. Tiens, c'est inimaginable, si peu de place en ce sera. Adieu, notre petite table. Chacun de nous, quand il vivait, cherchait les lèvres de l'autre, pauvre
Elena, that's very beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we, you have a very beautiful voice, and it's a perfect aria for you, I think. I would love to talk about two things in particular that come straight to the top of my brain when I'm hearing you do this.
Okay.
The first one is about your breathing, in the in a sense that, not because I'm going to tell you how to, I'm not going to tell you how to support or anything like that. Don't worry about that. It's not about that. I'm talking about the number of breaths you are taking.
Okay.
For example, I mean, I promise, Elena, I am easily 3 times your age. Okay. And if I sing, j'entends cette voix qui m'entraîne contre ma volonté. So you don't need a breath there at contre ma volonté.
Okay.
You don't need that breath. Go on to volonté. Just sing. Don't stop. Just keep going.
Okay.
Because it's a very dramatic moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you take the breath, you break the phrase. But already you can look at the beginning. Look at the beginning where you say, allons, il le faut pour lui-même. Could you sing those first 3 things in one breath? You have to respect the rest, but you don't need to take a breath all the time where there's a rest.
Okay.
Do one time, just without the track. Just sing one time by yourself. Here, allons, il le faut.
Okay.
And just sing the way you were singing, but just get one good breath in your south of your neck. Get one good breath and sing on it and see what happens.
Okay. Allons, il le faut pour lui-même.
Are you anywhere near out of breath?
No.
No. You could probably go all the way through the top of the next phrase, frankly. Now, Elena, if you are free from not breathing, then do the interpretation that you want to do.
Okay.
That you sing, allons, il le faut pour lui-même. But like that, go for it. Be dramatic. Okay. See what happens, because you are free of your breath. Now just use your breath and go. See what happens.
Okay. Allons,
no, it's not dramatic enough. You're saying, lady, you are saying, let's go. Come on, let's go. Okay. Il le faut. It has to go. Pour lui-même. I have to get out of here. Allons, il le faut pour lui-même. Okay. Do it. Be dramatic. Don't be bashful. Okay?
Allons, il le faut pour lui-même. I breathed.
I know. That's the thing. See, did you need the breath? No.
No, I didn't need it. I think it's muscle memory. I got to break it.
I dig it. Because it's an interesting thing for all of y'all. When that's just so you know, I was raised in the American South, and all y'all is plural of y'all. So okay, just so you know. So if you hear me say all y'all, that's what that is. Okay. So all y'all are, you think where you have a breath, you have a rest. So I gotta breathe. No, you don't have to breathe. Just respect the rest for the meaning of the text. And breathe where you need to breathe and see what happens. You'll be amazed what your body will do. You will be astonished. Here we go.
Alors, il faut pour lui-même, mon pauvre chevalier.
That's
Keep
it.
going?
Do you see how easy that is?
Yeah. It doesn't break up the thought of it. It keeps the thought going even through the rest.
Precisely.
Yeah.
The guy that was running San Francisco Opera when I worked at San Francisco Opera, which was in the mid 1900s, thank you very much, it used to tell people you can have rests that connect and rests that break. Rest connects here. It's all one thought. You say, allons, il le faut pour lui-même. And then you say, mon pauvre chevalier, c'est lui que j'aime. Et pourtant, j'hésite aujourd'hui. Oh, like that. And you can go. Here we go.
Okay. Alors, il faut.
No. Elena, come on. The first two, you're saying, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Allons. You cannot say, allons, il le faut. No, allons, il le faut, pour lui-même. Get excited.
Alors, il faut pour lui-même, mon pauvre chevalier. Oui, c'est lui que j'aime, et pourtant j'hésite aujourd'hui.
Good, keep going, yeah.
Non, je ne suis plus digne de lui.
Excellent. It's so much better that way, Alana. Do you feel the difference of how that works?
Yeah, it has a flow kind of to it.
Good. Now do it one more time just for the folks back home. Here we go. Allons.
Alors, il faut pour lui-même, mon pauvre chevalier. Oui, c'est lui que j'aime, et pourtant j'hésite aujourd'hui. Non, je ne suis plus digne de lui.
Yeah, okay. And do the next phrase. No. Go ahead. Look. J'entends cette voix qui m'entraîne contre ma volonté. Grab onto the words.
Okay.
J'entends cette voix. Great. Elena, if you look at the notes, you will see that contre ma volonté all has tenutos on it, right? When Massenet, some of y'all, you may not realize this. Massenet would invite people into rehearsals, not musicians. He would invite people into rehearsals of his operas, and he would let them listen to the rehearsal of the opera. And then after the rehearsal, he would go to them and say, what did you get out of that speech? What did you get out of this? What did you get out of that? And if he didn't like the response that he got from these listeners, it was like having a focus group at the opera rehearsal. If he didn't like the response he got, he would jerk the music back and remark it so that you got the expression that you want. Now look, if you make the tenutos, listen what it sounds like. J'entends cette voix qui m'entraîne contre ma volonté. You see how that works?
Yeah.
It's not about tenuto as much as it is about putting an extra bow, if you will, on the words.
Okay.
Contre ma volonté. Like that. Do one time. Let's see what happens. Don't be bashful. Get crazy. Get crazy. Here we go. Great. Now, Elena, when you have, that was beautiful. You feel the difference of that? You feel how that's working?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you say, look again, look at what he has marked, because he has a tenuto on the word fait of faiblesse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Je ne suis que faiblesse, faiblesse. Je ne suis que faiblesse et que fragilité. It's not fragilité, it's fragilité. Je ne suis que faiblesse.
Je ne suis que faiblesse et que fragilité.
Yeah, good. You feel that?
Yeah.
Now, Elena, that leads me naturally to the second part of what I want to talk to you about. So we're clear about the breathing, right?
Yes.
You're just gonna, you are a healthy young woman. You have a lot of breath and you have a lot of possibilities. So use it, right? No panting, okay? Okay, great. Now, look, a good German version of this aria will go this way. It'll go. This is what I do. I will sing the beats very faithfully, just like a good German singer. We'll sing. Adieu, notre petite table qui nous réunit si souvent. Adieu, like that. You see how I'm counting with my voice?
Mm-hmm.
Now, French style requires you to look at the upbeat and sing the upbeat a little bit, just sing it more and don't bang on the downbeat. Don't bang on the beat.
Okay.
See, the spoken language doesn't have any bumps in it. They say, adieu notre petite table, qui nous réunit si souvent. See, they don't go si souvent.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, they tend to say souvent. If you say, you know the word for bird in French? It's one of my favorite words. You know the word for bird is oiseau, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's oh, wait a minute. I write it in the chat. Wait a minute. Let's see. Hold on one second. O-I-S-E-A-U. The plural is O-I-S-E-A-U-X. Okay. You see this? You see this word? Now, again, a good German pronounces it oiseau. Oiseau. Okay. French people will say oiseau, oiseau. So if you say plural of that, you say les oiseaux, les oiseaux. Say it one time, Elena.
Les oiseaux.
No, you gotta make les oiseaux.
Les oiseaux.
That sounds like French. One more time. You feel how that feels?
Les oiseaux.
Good. Very beautiful. Now, so when you say adieu, you don't say adieu, you say adieu.
Okay.
Adieu.
Adieu.
That's right. So you have to sing the upbeat that you go, adieu, notre petite table. You see how that's working?
Yeah.
Sing it one time.
Adieu, notre petite table.
Okay, now, Elena, don't slow down. Don't slow down. Keep the tempo. Look, I don't want you to slow the tempo down singing the upbeats because the conductor's not going to allow that. Sorry,
Okay.
Mom, that's not going to happen. The tempo's going to go on. So
Okay.
I mean, it's not much of a tempo, but it is. There are going. two, you have to go, adieu, notre petite table. You see? Just keep going. Just put a little more voice, a little more stuff, a little more bow, whatever you want to say, a little more honey, a little caress. I don't know how you want to say it. Put that on the upbeat. Adieu. Do one time.
Adieu, notre petite table, qui nous réunit souvent.
Great. Do me one time. Do me one time. Souvent.
Souvent.
That's right. Si souvent.
Si souvent.
Yeah, except again, you can't elongate it. You just have to give more bow to it.
Okay, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
If you start elongating every upbeat, lady, we're going to be here for a long time. This opera is a long song as it is, and if you start doing that, we'll probably like till 3 in the morning till we get out. Okay?
Yeah, nobody has time for that.
Réunis.
Réunis.
That's it. Here we go. Kino.
Qui nous réunit souvent. Adieu, adieu, notre petite table, si grande pour nous cependant.
Brava, Elena. Do you hear the difference? Do you feel the difference of that?
Yeah, it has a different like authenticity to the language, I think.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you are speaking French now. That's a good thing.
That's the goal.
Yeah, exactly. So when you say, for example, adieu notre petite table, si grande. Now, look at one thing. This is the interesting thing about Romance languages, just to think about. You know, in Romance languages, the important words are the adjectives and the adverbs, not the nouns and the verbs. The nouns and the verbs are important in Germanic languages because, you know, Germanic languages are structured on nouns and verbs. They are. I mean, if you know German syntax, you know that the verb is in the second place and it's in the last place. The sentence is really strung across the verbs. You got the verb here and the verb here, and it's like putting the sentence on a clothesline or something, you know? It just goes like that. And that's what the sentence is. French and Italian and Spanish, all of these languages have a much more flexible word order, and the people are much more interested in the flavor of the words. And the flavor of the words comes in the intensifiers in the language, like the adjectives and adverbs. Because see, it is si grand, it's grand, it's big, but how big? So big. You see how that works?
Mm-hmm.
How often did it bring us together? So often. So
Yeah.
often. It brought us together so often. Si souvent. Souvent is the least important of the 3 syllables.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So do one time. Do the second phrase. Adieu notre petite table.
Adieu.
No, sing the first note, ladies. Sing the first note. Sing the first note.
I'm sorry. Which adieu are we singing?
Is that the second one? The one that begins on B flat?
There's one that starts on an A flat.
Okay, that's the one I want. Is that the second one?
Yes.
Sorry, but my fault. Sorry.
Oh, no, all good.
I'm doing this by memory, and I didn't look at my notes since the 1900s. So, you know, it's like, okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Adieu, notre petite table, si grande pour nous cependant.
On tient.
Okay, keep going. Oh Dieu, c'est inimaginable.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Elena, good. When you say inimaginable, say one time that word.
Inimaginable.
No, it's more E than anything else.
Inimaginable.
That's right. You feel the difference? See, you don't bang on the beat. You don't go inimaginable. You go inimaginable.
Okay.
Do one time.
Oh Dieu, c'est inimaginable. Si peu de place en ce seul adieu, notre petite table. À même de notre chacun de nous quand il vit chercher les lèvres de l'autre.
Elena, let me ask you a favor. Can you drive the car in the accelerando more?
Yeah.
Do it. See,
Okay.
because the conductor's standing there, he's just got footballs to conduct. He's going 1, 2, da, da, da. You were the only thing providing motion in your eighth notes. So when you said it, chacun de nous quand il buvait, il cherchait la flamme, like that, go and see what happens. And then when you get to the top, right, that's when you stretch it out. But you are driving the car. You are the driver of the car. Courage, courage, courage. Do it.
Okay.
You want to go from chacun de, or is that what are the right notes? Yeah. Is that on a G natural?
Yes. No, it's on an F.
Yeah.
Chacun de nous quand il vit chercher les lèvres de l'autre
Excellent. Elena, can you do that one more time? You feel how that feels?
Yeah.
It's your show. You do it.
Okay.
I got to hold on, Elena. Think about it for a second. I got to talk to everybody. You know, if you don't take anything away from the time that you have with me this week, please take one thing away from that, and that is this: what you do is incredibly challenging work. Is incredibly challenging work, and one thing that you have to have above almost everything else. I mean, you have to be talented and all that kind of stuff, and you have to have a voice and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. You have to study languages, all that. But at the base of it all, you have to have courage. You have to have courage. Because, see, your courage is what will get you up to sing. And you may be scared out of your wits when you stand up to sing. That's normal. That's absolute natural. But behind the scaredy stuff is courage. That when push comes to shove, you have the courage to do it, and you do it. And just remember that always. Anytime, any performer, pianist, trumpet player, I don't care what it is, you have to have courage. And courage doesn't always look like it's pushy. Courage is just a certain confidence to do what you're doing. And I will tell you that in the course of your life, you are going to meet a lot of people who will do what they can to destroy your courage. They will. They will. They will actively try to knock down your courage. And you cannot let that happen. You cannot let that happen. They can do all kinds of stuff, but you maintain your courage. You keep your courage. Do not give your courage to anybody. You keep your courage, okay? So now, speaking of courage, nous dame. Chacun.
Chacun de nous quand il vit chercher les lèvres de l'autre à peu
That's excellent work, Elena. Thank you very much. You have any question about what we were talking about?
Not that come to mind right now. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you probably will have some questions later on, but that's normal. Not to worry. But remember the thing about your breath. Just be willing to get a good breath and get your. I tell people, get south of your neck. You have to get a good breath and be on it. And you can do amazing things when you have a good breath south of your neck. But and then this whole business about the the upbeat and stuff like that. Watch for that, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Courage. Thank you so much. Great. So who's going next?
I am.
You're Jacob, yeah?
I am. I'm.
Excellent. So Jacob, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sing? You're gonna sing some Tosti?
Yes, I am. I will be singing L'ultima canzone by Tosti.
Very good. Can you tell everybody basically what's happening right now? Just like you don't need to translate the song. Just tell them what's going on and what you're saying, generally speaking.
Yeah, I'm singing to a former lover, basically, and she is wed to be married tomorrow. I'm basically singing to her and pleading with her, that don't go through with this because, I've loved you all this time and you know what you mean to me.
Yeah, and do you tell her that even if she does get married, you will always be the one that loves her?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
She'll always hear me singing my song to her.
Great. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's see what you do.
Great. Mandito che domani Nina vi fate sposa ed io vi canto ancor la serenata. La ne deserti piani, la nella valle ombrosa, oh quante volte a voi l'ho ricantata. Oh quante volte a voi l'ho ricantata. O fiore d'amaranto, se ti fai sposa, io ti sto sempre accanto. Se ti fai sposa, io ti sto sempre accanto, foglia di rosa. Domani avrete intorno feste, sorrisi e fiori, ne penserete ai nostri vecchi amori. Ma sempre notte e giorno, piena di passione, verrà gemendo a voi la mia canzone. Verrà gemendo la mia canzone. Foglia di menta o fiore di granato, Nina rammenta i baci che t'ho dato. Nina rammenta i baci che t'ho dato, foglia di menta.
Good, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Jacob, I've got one thing to say to you, my man. Courage.
I was nervous for sure.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that. And so, listen, when you sing I fiori che t'ho I baci che t'ho dato, you know where you sang that toward the end?
Yeah.
That was the phrase, that was the key phrase right there, because that was the phrase where Jacob sang the way Jacob wanted to sing. Now, you have to know one thing. I mean, when you are singing with a recording, I know you are a little bit bound to the recording, but I would love to hear you sing one more time the song just by yourself. And Jacob, don't be bashful to move ahead in the music. Don't be too much like this with the beat. Just let the beat go.
Okay.
There are 100 ways to think about that. I mean, are you thinking about the song in 4, for example?
It's funny you say that, because actually in a voice lesson the other day, the teacher said maybe you should think about this in 2.
Correct. Voice teacher was correct. I don't know who that was, but they were. You can go back to him or her and say, "Yeah, you're correct," but
Right.
because that's what you have to do. So sing it one time in 2. Just start from the beginning and just sing a little bit in 2. Don't worry about the recording right now. Can you give yourself a pitch?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I have a little digital piano here.
Perfect.
All right. Okay.
Just now,
Monday.
Jacob, sing like you're in the shower.
Okay.
Just like nobody's watching, nobody's listening. It's just you and the tile, and you sound like $1,000,000.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because guys love to sing in the shower because tile sounds good for guys. It does. You know, it sounds good for women too, I suppose. Although, you know, I never have been present when a woman was singing in the shower. But, you know, do the women here sing in the shower? Y'all sing in the shower? Oh, yeah. I love these faces. Yeah, yeah. Well, see, tile is probably good for you too. So, hey. Do it. Okay, so Jacob, here we go.
All right.
Looks like you're in the shower. Let's see what happens.
Mande che domani Nina vi fate sposa.
Okay, now Jacob, feed your voice into the first top note and see what happens. This is Italian music, my man. You got to sing. Sing in the top.
Okay.
Mande
domani.
One more time. Sorry. I was singing. Sorry, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I didn't hear.
Mande che domani Nina vi fate sposa, ed io vi canto ancor la serenata.
Okay, wait, I got to point out one thing. Everybody, did y'all hear the way that Jacob sang the eighth notes right now? See, that's just 4 eighth notes. It's just 4 eighth notes. And Jacob sang the da, 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 da. Perfect. That's exactly what you got to do, Jacob. The pianist is going to be with you. Don't worry. If the pianist is not with you, fire them. Go find somebody that is, okay? Do one more time. Jacob, let me give you a little thing. When you say that word detto, right, you have a double T, right, at the beginning. You cannot let the double T disturb your legato. You can make a double T and not disturb your legato. You can. Try give it a go one time. It's about feeding your voice into the word.
Okay.
Just go straight on across it and see what happens.
M'handetto che domani Nina vi fate sposa, ed io vi canto ancor la serenata.
Yeah, that's what it is. Do you feel how that feels?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, now I got to ask you one more favor, Jacob. Do you mind to sing that phrase one more time? And believe it or not, you got to sing into the bottom of your voice.
Okay.
And just sustain your voice down there. Don't be bashful. Do not be bashful. You're going to be fine. Okay?
All right.
The top was fabulous this time. That was really good.
Oh, great.
Did you feel how it felt?
Yeah, I did.
One more time. Just feed your voice into it. See what happens.
M'handetto che domani Nina vi fate sposa, ed io vi canto ancor la serenata.
Good. Yeah, and?
Oh, keep going?
Sure.
Lane deserti piani.
Wait. We got our one thing here. The first word of this phrase is a short vowel, and it's really bitchy to say this because you got to say la ne deserti piani. You cannot say la ne because la ne is not a word. It's right. La ne deserti piani. You see, la is a separate word.
Right.
And again, just like what we were talking about with Elena, you just go make this much of a lift. Can you see my fingers like that?
Yeah.
That much of a lift, and you sing La ne deserti piani. You see what I did?
Yeah.
Just make the little teeny lift and just keep singing La ne deserti like that. Do it now. Oh, wait. Are you singing in D minor?
Yeah.
Okay.
La ne deserti piani.
Don't break it. Keep going.
Okay.
La ne
deserti piani, la nella valle ombrosa, oh quante volte a voi l'ho ricantata. Oh quante volte a voi l'ho ricantata.
Yeah, Jacob, that's so good what you're doing now. Do you feel the difference of that?
Yeah, I do.
And really, I'm not kidding when I say, we all study, we study, and then the element of courage to do it is paramount. It's just paramount to what we're doing. And you have courage, Jacob. Just put it out there.
Thank you.
So when you sing, now what are you going to sing? You're going to sing Foglia. Is there a turn right there? Foglia di rosa. Is it the turns on rosa? The turns on rosa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, sing through the turn. Don't come off your voice. Foglia di rosa. You hear I'm doing that?
Yeah.
Just go right on and sing. Your voice is flexible. Let it happen. See what happens.
Okay. Let me just find. Okay. Foglia di rosa, o fiore d'amaranto, se ti fai sposa, io ti sto sempre accanto. Se ti fai sposa,
Here, Jacob, let me point out one thing to you. All y'all can get into this idea. In Italian, that consonant S, like RST, right? You know, that consonant back there in the back of the alphabet, is made on your teeth in the same place the E vowel is made. In America, if you're an American English speaker, you say the consonant S on your lower teeth. Italian speakers say it on their upper teeth. That's why the word SI for yes, or for often, or for very, is a perfect word because it's two letters and you get the same position. You go C. Try it one time, Jacob.
C.
You feel where that is?
Yeah.
Now say the word speezy, and you will feel where your S is in the word sposa. Say speezy.
Speezy.
Now it's low. Say spee.
Spee.
Good. You feel where that is?
Yeah.
It's up high in your mouth. And the Z is the same thing. It's just S with voice, right? So you say speezy. Say one time.
Speezy.
Now say sposa.
Sposa.
Yeah, perfect. You got that?
Yeah.
Now, see, because if you make the S down in the bottom of your mouth, I don't care what you are doing with your vowel line. If you are trying to sing a nice high vowel line, are those good words for you, Jacob?
Not the best.
Well, I mean, everybody has their own words, but you understand what I mean. You don't want to let your tone get down in the bottom of your mouth.
Right.
And see if you make the American S in Italian, it drags your line down.
Yeah.
So when you sing, what do you what are you starting on? Say, I suppose. Is that what it is? Are you starting at E natural?
And it goes to F sharp.
Yeah. And just sing one time and sing all of the S's high. Say, and you'll be amazed how it comes out.
Okay. Se ti fai sposa.
Excellent. You feel the difference of that?
Yeah.
Keep it up there. Okay? Ti sto sempre accanto, Polia, right? And then let's do the second verse.
Okay. Domani avrete intorno.
Oh, man, come on, man. Put your voice on it. You cannot back off from the syllable ni from domani. Domani, just sing big long bow like that. Big bow. Big bowing. Here we go.
Domani avrete intorno feste, sorrisi e fiori, ne penserete ai nostri vecchi amori.
Excellent. Keep doing it.
Ma sempre notte e giorno.
Wait a minute. Come on. You got to sing through the MPR.
Okay.
Sing those sounds just like vowels. Sempre, like that. Just go right through.
Ma sempre notte e giorno, piena di passione, verrà gemendo a voi la mia canzone. verrà gemendo la mia canzone. Foglia di menta o fiore di granato.
I have to ask you a question. Are you going to take the one time where you really take a fermato on that top note of folie?
In the recording, that's about the speed we do it, but I would definitely like to try it. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to try this?
Sure.
Sing something like like that. See what happens. Just finesse the note beautifully like that, and just keep your voice flowing, keep everything flowing, but just take your good sweet time and make everybody crazy. Okay? Do one time.
Foglia di menta.
Now that's the idea. Do one more time. Do one more time.
Okay.
Again, we go back to Elena. You can't bang on mente.
Yes.
You cannot go like that. No, you got to go. Keep everything in a beautiful line. If you can do this on the long note. You could do this on the long note, right? You could do this on the long note. You could do that on the long note. I don't care what you do. But you can do something. Have fun. Do something. See what happens. Surprise us.
Foglia di menta.
Excellent. Do something else. Do something else. Have some fun with it. See what you do. Yeah, that's great. You pick out what you want to do and you do something. And you may feel tomorrow night, you may feel like doing it a different way. Fine, do it a different way. Have some fun with it. Okay?
Yeah, awesome.
Let's keep going.
Okay, from there or
let's do from there. Do one more time. Do what you want to do here on the long note. You do how you like it. We're going to go ahead. And I can tell you one thing. I want you, when you come to the top note, right? Right? When you go up in the top,
yeah.
Sing the note right before the leap. Sing the note right before the leap. Do not bail on that note. If you bail on that note, you are going to bail on the top note.
Right. Right. Okay.
Again, it takes courage. You have to. It's like you are looking in the mouth of the alligator, and you go like this. Stick your head in and see what's in there. Just like
right.
His head. See what happens. If your voice cracks, we're all friends. Don't worry. No one's gonna send this recording to, Norman Lebrecht or something like that in London. They're going to put a man cracks in master class in Princeton, whatever. That's not going to happen. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
All right. Foglia di menta o fiore di granato non rammenta i baci che t'ho dato. Nina rammenta i baci che t'ho dato, foglia di menta.
Excellent, Jacob. That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Great. Do you have any question? You have any question about anything?
No, I'm just very happy with all the information you gave me. It's really helpful.
Can I ask you one more favor? Would you mind to try one more thing before we finish?
Sure.
Um, when you have clearly studied very well your technique and everything like that. But I'm interested to know one thing. When you are singing in Italian, your ah vowel, right? Have you been taught that ah is ah is ah is ah is ah, that ah is ah everywhere is ah? It's just ah. Is so that ah is ah. That's it.
Um, Not necessarily. Well, that's something I've been working on recently because I used to sing, too forward and too much air pressure. And so me and my teacher actually worked a lot on bringing it back. And now we're working more on bringing it more to like a neutral position so that it's, more malleable.
Okay, but what I mean is that the vowel ah, is it always the same ah? So that when you say like pesante or fabri or faccio, that ah is ah or what? Or I'm just interested to know where you are, what you have been, where you are.
I don't necessarily think so, but I don't think we've specifically talked about that.
Would you mind to do one time the last when you sing the ahs, that when you are singing that little ah
Yeah.
melissa at the end, right?
Yeah.
Would you mind to sing one time the ah and think words from the song
Okay.
and see what happens? But you're going to be singing ah, but let the ah be colored by the words and see what you get. Because I have the feeling that you're going to get a much more interesting ah sound. Because right now it's just coming out as ah,
Right.
like that. Yeah.
Okay.
See what happens.
Sorry. I just need to get a pitch. Oh, thank you.
I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
You start there, right? Yeah.
Oh, oh,
That's much more beautiful, Jacob. And see, you didn't do anything except think of the words.
yeah.
I mean, you can take any one of those words that you want to say. You could say Sposa, you could say her name, you could say whatever you want to say.
Right.
And your brain does the work. It's amazing. It's a miracle how you sing and speak.
Yeah.
And your brain will do that for your voice. Okay?
Yes, definitely.
Great. Thank you so much. Great. Excellent.
Thank you.
So let's see what we got. We have Sarah is going to sing now. Where's Sarah?
Hi, hello.
Oh, Sarah, she was just drinking. Very good. Okay, excellent.
I have two short songs. Would you like me to break in between them or go straight through?
Well, let's. Which one do you want to do first? Which one?
I'll start with You Lay So Still in the Sunshine.
Okay. Let's do one at a time.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, Sarah. Before you start, I just looked up. I did not realize my computer is low on juice. I got to go get something to plug this in. Can you hold on 1 second?
No problem.
Now, what am I going to do here? Let's see. No. Okay, now, am I too dark? Can you still see my face?
I can see you.
Okay, great. Okay, here we go.
You lay so still in the sunshine, so still in that hot, sweet hour, that the timid things of the forest land came close a butterfly lit on your hand, mistaking it for a flower, mistaking it for a flower, for a flower. You lay so still. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That has never happened before.
Not to worry, not to
I'm just gonna go from the second verse.
That's good.
You scarcely breathed in your slumber, so dreamless it was, so deep, while the warm air stirred in my veins like wine, the air that had blown through a jasmine vine. But you slept and I let you sleep. You slept and I let you sleep. I let you sleep.
Excellent, Sarah. Sarah, tell me one thing. These two songs are new for me. I got the music and I've been studying them a little bit and playing them to myself and singing them myself and stuff like that. I'm interested to know one thing. So you're singing two verses here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, which one of the verses do you think is closer to the person that you're singing to? I mean, physically closer to the person. Do you think the first verse is closer and then the person moves away and sings the second verse? Or is it the first verse is further away and then you come in a little bit and sing the second verse? Which do you think?
I think it's farther away in the first verse and the character comes in the second verse a bit closer.
Okay, so in that case, if you're what you're singing about, because this is all in past tense, right? The whole song is in past tense.
Yeah.
But would that be a good reason for the second verse to be softer?
Perhaps, yeah.
Let's see, for example, if the first verse is taking like a wide view of the whole scene, this person's asleep, and there are all these things like a butterfly lands on the person's hand and all that kind of stuff, right? And you see a big scene, and then the second half, the second verse is much more intimate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how about if you have the courage to sing the first verse out a little bit more and be a little bit more outgoing about it. You don't have to be loud. I'm not talking about that, but just a little bit more exuberant about the words. You lay so still in the sunshine, like that. Like it's the most beautiful thing you ever saw. Are you out there in the field with this person when you're singing to them?
My interpretation of the song was that it was more of like recalling a memory. So a memory of this scene.
And in singing the song, were you in a field?
Yeah, a field or a forest in nature.
Were you by yourself? I mean, other than the person singing and the forest stuff, are you by yourself or is there a group of people with you?
No, it's just the two of them.
Perfect. So that means that you can sing to your heart's content.
Okay.
So see what happens.
Okay.
Let's do one more time from the beginning.
Okay. Would you like it with the track or just without the track?
Yeah, let's do the first verse with the track again. Yes, let's see.
so still in the sunshine, so still in that hot sweet hour, that the timid things of the forest land came close, a butterfly lit on your hand, mistaking it for a flower.
See, Sarah, when you give yourself the permission just a little bit to sing out like that, you make a bigger playground, and you have a much wider scope of things to work in. And now your voice is much more responsive. And you're not singing that much louder, I don't think. Do you feel like you're singing that much louder?
No, I think it feels more connected, maybe, but not like louder, more present.
Good, because that's the idea. Now, can we let's see. I gotta ask you about the word flower at the end. For a flower, that one, yeah. What vowel are you singing in the written word that is spelled with a single letter A? What vowel are you singing? A schwa right there?
Oh, a flower. Yeah, I guess I was singing a schwa.
I would not do that.
Okay.
Because see, the schwa is pulling your tone down, and then the word flower, which wants to have a good ah sound, is down.
Okay.
You have to find a slightly brighter sound for the written word A.
Okay.
So if I were singing it, see what you think. If I sing for a flower, for a flower, did you hear a schwa?
No.
What did you hear?
Well, I just heard the word ah. It didn't register as a specific sound.
I sang an open E.
Okay.
But see, our brains, when we hear English, our brains sort of translate what we hear into what we think we should be hearing. You don't have to sing for a like that. For a flower. You hear what I'm doing? And that's just going to make your top note better, I think. Do one time. Just try that one time. And sing a brighter sound. I don't know if you want to sing an open E or not. You might want to sing an open I. I don't know. You might want to sing an ah sound. I don't know. Try to play with it a little bit and see what works for your voice.
For a flower.
Does that top note feel better?
Yeah, a lot better. I actually use the same vowel on ah for flower as I did for the ah before.
Okay, do it one more time. Do it one more time. Every one of you probably will have your own solution to this kind of question. You have to play with the words just a little bit. The listener is going to hear a schwa sound. They will, I promise. Unless you just sing for e flower like that, that's not gonna work. But if you sing for a flower, it's going to come out. Do one more time.
For a flower.
Good. Perfect. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. So now you're going to start in the second verse. Now I got to ask you a question before you do the second verse.
Sure.
This is something that if other people sing in English here, we're gonna talk about a little bit. I want you to look at how you sang, because you were fabulous in the first verse when you sang so still in that. What were the words right there?
Hot sweet hour.
Okay, now the word H-O-T in English, the only way you can say that word is with a short vowel. You cannot say hot like that. You say it's hot, hot. And the opposite of that word, the word C-O-L-D, you cannot say in English cold. It doesn't mean anything. We say cold. So the words are hot, cold. If you say the word sweet, sweet, you feel how long the vowel is in sweet? And sour, sour is like, Just like it makes your mouth do when you taste something sour. That's how we pronounce the word. And everything, all of these words in English have their own sort of characteristic sound that you have to respect. And Sarah, you were wonderful about the way you sang. You sang 2/8 notes. You sang hot, sweet hour. And you sang a beautiful short vowel and a beautiful long vowel. And they're 2/8 notes, but they're not at all the same note. The eighth notes are not at all the same because one is short and one is long. Listen to Sarah one more time. Do Sarah, so still. Sing one time. And just listen very carefully what she did because it was so good.
So still in that hot, sweet hour.
You see, do y'all hear what I'm talking about? About how that works? You're onto it, Sarah, because you do that naturally, right? Now, yeah. Look in the second verse. When you say, but you slept and I let you sleep, right? Mm-hmm. Now, slept is a dotted quarter note. But say that word for me, Sarah, one time.
Slept?
You see, you cannot say slept in English. Mm-hmm. And you cannot say sleep, sleep, sleep. You have to say slept and sleep. Mm-hmm. Sleep. So when you sing that, I would say, but you slept and I let you sleep. You feel how that feels? Mm-hmm. Do one more time. Can you do that one time? But you slept. Take the whole note, take the whole B natural to say the word slept.
Okay.
Do one time.
But you slept and I let you sleep.
Yeah, that's the idea. Now, Sarah, would you do that short vowel like you just did and caress the word just a little bit?
Okay.
But you slept.
But you slept and I let you sleep. You slept and I let you sleep.
Y'all hear how the phrase works that way? See, and words like that in English always have a characteristic like that. If you just stop singing and just say the word, you will hear how the word sounds. I always say, there's of course, there are some exceptions that I have to give you an idea. For example, if you say, Sarah, do you drive? Do you drive a car?
Yes.
Okay, so are you familiar with the 8-sided red sign that's at some intersections that has a 4-letter word on it?
Uh-huh.
What is that word?
Stop.
Now, would you mind to say stop? I'm going to ask you to say it 2 different ways. Say it like you mean it.
Stop.
You see? Now, say it as if someone's tickling you and you're enjoying it, but you say the same word. You say, what do you say?
Stop.
That's right. You see what I mean? The way that we say words influences the meaning of the word. If you say stop like that, that's a whole different meaning than stop. But some words you can't say slept anyway, except slept. I don't know. But you slept like that. I don't know. Okay. Can we do the second verse one time?
Sure.
Now, having sung out the first verse, mm-hmm. Just let the second verse be a little bit more intimate, like you're closer to the person and you're singing just for them.
Okay. By myself or with the accompaniment?
No, if you can do the accompaniment, that'd be great.
Sure. Should be easy enough to find the place. You scarcely breathed in your slumber, so dreamless it was.
wait a minute, Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah. I know you're with the Conan book. Can you do that without a breath?
Which one?
That phrase you just sang.
So dreamless it was so deep?
Yeah.
Sure.
So that your S in was so deep, you're going to have such fun in the front of your mouth that you sing, so dreamless it was, so deep, like that. And just play with that sound in the front of your mouth. Be very intimate with your S.
Okay.
So, try one time without the track one time. So dreamless it was.
So dreamless it was, so deep.
Yeah, that's the idea. You feel how that feels?
Yes.
One note, one word finishes and the other word begins, and you just go like this.
Okay.
Do one more time. So dreamless.
So dreamless it was, so deep.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's do the whole verse one time. Yeah. Here we go.
You scarcely breathed in your slumber, so dreamless it was, so deep, while the warm air stirred in my veins like wine, the air that had blown through a jasmine vine. But you slept, and I let you sleep. You slept, and I let you sleep. I let you sleep.
Excellent. Excellent, Sarah.
Thank you.
Are you good? Can we do the other song?
Sure, I'd love to.
You have a question about this one?
No, I think that was the direction I was really needing in this piece.
Very good. Yeah, because it's a beautiful song. I love these two songs. These are beautiful songs.
Thank you.
A lot of this year, several of us, because of cultural and diversity initiatives in schools and places where we've been working and stuff like that, have been exposed now to a whole new group of music that we never heard of before. I never played any songs of Samuel Coleridge Taylor. I have sung when I was a student. I sang a big oratorio of his, which was a wonderful oratorio. The one of the Minnehaha legend. There are 3 oratorios about Hiawatha and Minnehaha, and we sang one of those oratorios when I was a student, and it's such good music. I mean, it's really good. And this is a beautiful song. Thank you so much for bringing it. Let's look at Rainbow Child, okay? I'm going to go turn the light on. Hold on one second. It's getting too dark in here. Hold on.
Okay.
That's better. Okay. So, do y'all have music for this? Have you seen this this music? You're looking at this?
I believe it was in the student folder, so people should be able to see it.
Okay. Can you, in the same way that I ask Jacob to give just a little mini synopsis of this song, what happens right here? What are you talking about?
It's sort of a metaphor, I guess. The sun and the storm sort of come together, and she woos him, and he falls in love, and they have this sort of tumultuous relationship, and then a rainbow child is born. So that's the sort of metaphor going on in this song.
Okay. I don't know if that's a metaphor, but that's actually what happens.
Yeah. It's a metaphor for something else, you could say, but
well, you could say that, yeah. But I mean, or you can just take it on its face value. I mean, that the sun was shining beautifully, and here comes the storm cloud, and they, they're nice with each other. And the storm cloud is insistent. And it rains because he starts crying. He started crying because he loved her so much, he was crying. And so it rained. And then after the rainstorm comes the sun and a rainbow. And it's a great idea, you know, just the whole concept of this. Okay, let's see what you do.
Okay. The sunshine met the storm wind as he swept across the plain, and she wooed him till he loved her, and his kisses fell as rain. She was fair and he was ardent, and behold one happy morn, while I watched their mingled glory, lo, a rainbow child was born.
Great, good.
Excuse me.
Sarah, let me talk to you just about a sort of kind of technical issue about rhythm. Sarah, would you mind? I want everyone to just listen to Sarah. Sarah, I'm going to ask you to just sing a long tone. What is a good comfort note for you? Is the B natural up here a good tone? What if you had to pick a favorite vowel to sing, what would it be?
Probably E.
An E vowel. Okay, perfect. So I want you to sing an E vowel and just vibrate. And I want everybody to notice when she's singing, listen to the speed of her vibration. You will hear it. Every one of you, if every one of you did this exercise, it would be slightly different because everyone has a different vibrato speed. Every single one, it's like your fingerprint, you have a different vibrato speed. So we're going to hear Sarah's now. So Sarah, just sustain the tone for quite a few seconds so that everybody can get onto it. So dee 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 dee. Is that what y'all are hearing? Da 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 da. Do it one more time, Sarah. Now, each one of those little things, each one of those little pulses in her vibrato is going to be one of the 16th notes in this song. And your vibrato, Sarah, is going to dictate where your 16th note is.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just going to vibrate the long note and keep vibrating and tuck the small note into your vibration and go on to the next note.
Okay. The sunshine met the storm wind.
Do y'all hear how clear the rhythm is that way? Because all she has to do is vibrate steadily, which all of you can do, I'm sure, because you didn't get into cooperative if you couldn't vibrate steadily. I hope not anyway. And, and each one of you, if you sang this song, would sing at a slightly different tempo and a slightly different 16th note. And it's not about right or wrong. It's about the fact that you have your 16th note. Do one more time, Sarah. You feel how that felt, Sarah? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, just let your vibration. Your vibration is like your internal rhythm. See, as a pianist, we don't have internal rhythm because we go, and it goes like that, and it's dying immediately, and that's all we can do. We get one chance, and that's to go plunk. That's it. Then it's dead. We have to go on to the next result. You, on the other hand, get to sustain a tone and make a beautiful thing, right? And that's what you're going to do here. Here we go.
The sunshine met the storm wind as he swept across the plain, and she wooed him till he loved her, and his kisses fell as rain.
Excellent, sir. Do you feel how that feels? The rhythm is much more defined.
It feels much more natural.
Exactly, because all you're doing is vibrate. You do not force your voice into a rhythm. Let the rhythm, allow the rhythm and your voice to be together. That's the crucial thing. Don't force your voice to sing a rhythm. Let's do, she was fair and he, yeah.
She was fair and he was ardent, and behold one happy morn, while I watched their mingled glory, lo, a rainbow child was born.
Perfect. You got a question?
No.
That's great. I would ask you the same thing. What I ask you in the other song. Look at a word like mingled. You see that word in the second verse. Watched their mingled glory. You have to be very careful in English language about the second syllable of a word like that, because you cannot go mingle. Like that. You can't do that. You sound like the cowardly lion in Wizard of Oz. If I was king of the forest, like that. You cannot make that sound. So you have to find substitute a vowel. So minga, like open E, for example, and see how that line feels. Do one time. Say one time the word mingled.
Mingled.
Minge.
Minge.
Now mingled.
Mingled.
Now, no, you're going
Mingled.
That's right. Now sing that, and we're going to hear schwa. I promise we will. You ready?
While I watched their mingled glory.
You feel it?
Yeah.
It's a little bit, like I say, everyone has to find their own way about that. What you sang right now was a really good pure open E, and it sounded a little bit like open E. But if you just edge off that just a little bit for your voice, it's going to be right. Do one more time. While I watched
their mingled glory.
That's the idea. You get it?
Yeah.
And see, then the top note is easier, no?
Yes, for sure.
Because you're not out of line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for bringing those songs. Great.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I think now, Susan, may I ask, are we seeing the same people, the same class tomorrow night?
It's the same group of people, but different singers.
Perfect. Okay, well, I will look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow evening, okay?
Thank you. Everybody join me in thanking Warren for an amazing class. We can't wait till tomorrow night to continue.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.